Okay, Shalom Akim. Kahala Limna Yah Bashim Yasha Bashim Hakodash and double honest to greatness and apostles. Thadi Yasha for the strength in order to make this video. And Yara Tazar, they also understand what I'm about to teach in this video as well. And Kahala Limna meaning all praises to. Yahweh meaning he exists or he is to be. He is the most high of whom the world ignorantly calls God. But his real name is Yahweh. And Yahweh Shai means he delivers or he the deliverer. Because obviously his role will be to deliver the elect of Israel. You know, the 144,000 referred to in Revelation 14, and of course the 1/3 in Zechariah 13 and verse 9. So yeah, that's just a brief introduction to ancient Hebrew. You know, Bahashem means in the name, Kah Halalim La, meaning all praises to. But the point of this video here, and once more, double honors to the great Muslim apostles as well, who rule well, as it says in 1 Timothy 5 and 17. But to the point of the video, a body has different organs. The reason why I named it I named the video that is because each organ has a responsibility for the function that it must provide. You know, the same way Yahushua said that we are the branches and he is the vine as well. Of course, the branches can't produce fruit on itself, but it needs Yahushua. It's the same way the body as well. And of course, each branch has its responsibility of producing fruit, man. You know, each brother can be likened to an organ of whom has their own responsibility within the body as well. Of course, you know, you got the every group of brothers, you know, who do camp together, and then you got the overall, you know, mega camp as well, and you got like two camp groups coming in. When I say two camp groups, I'm talking about within GMS, man. You know when because I remember I think some time ago, not too long ago, though, GMS North Carolina and GMS South Carolina, they did a get together as well. In the UK as well, we have our get-togethers where we meet up with the central London camps as well. You know, certain pretty much all the London camps come up together, man. You know, so yeah, you know, have those mega camps and, you know, commune with brothers and talk. You know, drink some of your yarn. And yeah, man, eat some food too. But the point is that we each have our own function, man. You know, just as the way a body, as you can see here, each part of the body has its own function. You know, so let me just read a little bit of this and then get some precepts. So, you know, it says body organs, the brain. Of course, this is like the center, the thing that controls everything. And so, lucky that's a bit blurry here. It says the brain is the control center for movement, sleep, hunger, thirst, and virtually every other vital activity necessary for the survival. So that's what the brain is there for, man. Virtually every other vital activity necessary for survival. The same way we can liken Yahushua as the brain as well for us. Because without Yahushua, we wouldn't have the Harachak Wadash in order to understand the precepts, in order to produce fruit. Hence why you can liken Yahushua into the brain as well, man. You know, you got the lungs for breathing, you know, liver. It says here, the liver is like a chemical factory adjusting food levels in the blood. It removes toxins from the blood and generates body heat. See, yeah. So that means we now know the liver. I didn't even know that the liver produces body heat, man. I knew that obviously it was related to, I think there's a thing called bile that it produces that helps to break down fat. But that's pretty much all I knew, man, back in school biology. It says it removes toxins, so that's key, from the blood and generates body heat, man. So, of course, an unhealthy liver will mean that your body won't be able to generate heat as much. Now, of course, you know, it's just one organ. There are other ways which the body uses to generate heat as well. There are things we can actively do, such as exercise, that helps to generate body heat too. Cold showers as well. You know, it's inverse psychology there because you apply something cold to the body, but the body will then adapt and to try and heat up. Hence why you get goosebumps as you have the cold shower, man, because that's also a way of releasing heat typically. I need to do more research on that, but I think there was literally a reason why we get goosebumps, you know, when we get the cold, because that's our body's way of warming up. Really, I think that's like the pores opening or something like that. Yeah, so yeah, as I said, Yaratazars, I do more research, Whenever I do a health video, then I'm a mention it if need be. The heart for pumping blood, around the body, pancreas, that helps with insulin levels, controlling blood glucose levels, blood sugar levels, large intestine for absorbing water. So yeah, different functions of the body is the same way every brother has their own function within the camp, man. Certain brothers will be more so readers, certain brothers will be speakers. We have an elder as well, whom all the brothers follow after, who can be likened also again as the brain of the camp as well, because everything follows the brain in the body, in the physical body. The same way brothers also help, listen to the elder as well, man. Let everything be done in decency and in order. So yeah, man, every brother has their own functionality or function. So let me get this. We gotta be grateful for Yahweh Shim Shai for allowing us to even have a function in the body as well, man. Because there's all three Yahweh Shim Shai as well. So this is Galatians 6 and verse 4. But let every man prove his own work, and then shall he have rejoicing in himself alone and not in another. For every man shall bear his own burden. Now, of course, we know that we have the brotherhood to support us. At the end of the day, though, it's going to be one crown for each brother, man. That's the thing. It's going to be one crown for each brother, and we all are individually running our own races, man. So yeah, we gotta always remember that. But let every man prove his own work, and we do that by giving diligence to serve Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. It says, and then shall he have rejoicing in himself alone, man. And not in another. You can even use a simple example such as in school. When you wanted to solve I don't know for certain, bro, but for me, this is definitely applies for me. When I really wanted to solve a math problem on my own, and of course, if I had to have help to solve that math problem, I didn't really feel content, man. That's the thing. Was that I knew that I had the competency to do it, but I didn't really do it, man. That's the thing. But at the end of the day, we all know the real truth is that man's goings are of the Lord anyways. But yeah, each one according to the ability that Yahweh Shirashai has bestowed upon them, man. But it says, but let every man prove his own work, and then shall he have rejoicing in himself alone, and not in another. For every man shall bear his own burden, and that burden is custom made for each brother, man. Hence why it's an individual race. It's not just a collective race, but it's an individual race. That's the thing. It's not like one of them races in the Olympics where it's like you're competing against a brother. No, you're actually part of a team that you're running, man. A marathon that you're running. But of course, all of you are really a team, and each brother has to still go at their own pace, and Yaratazar keep the consistency, man. Yeah, that's Galatians 6 and 4. Let's get this. What was I gonna get? Galatians 6 and 4. Let me get 2 Peter. 2 Peter 1, verse 10. This is 2 Peter 1, verse 10. Wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if ye do these things, ye shall never fail. That's the point. Giving diligence to ensure that our calling, which is us being called into this truth, and election, Yaratazar, when we gain that salvation, will be really part of the elect. We will be confirmed. Then it says, if we do these things, which is giving diligence to the works of Yahweh Shem Yashai, our servitude to him, then we shall never fail, man. That's the point. So all these things that he promised, such as preserving us from the hour of temptation, Revelation 3 and verse 10, us eating during famine and destruction, laughing, being in league with the storms and the animals of the field. And of course, really having the spirit subject unto us as well, spiritual power too. All of these things, all of these blessings will be Yappa, man, in the time, which Yappa means beautiful in the time to come, which is, of course, during the time of Jacob's trouble and even prior to salvation. So the point is, give diligence, which diligence means to give careful and persistent effort, persistent in the ongoing way, And of course, careful, which means you're cautious of which you're doing it properly in a proper manner. For if you do these things, you shall never fail, man. That is the point right there. You shall never fail. Yes, a lot. So this is body. Each brother, as I said, has body organs, man. You got the brain, the lungs, liver, stomach. Each one has a unique purpose. So every brother in the camp, as I said, there's readers, there's speakers. There's the leader of the camp, which is aka the elders of the camp. And of course, you got the overall elders as well. You got the deacons. Then you got the head of a region, man. Such as you got the head of the UK. You got the apostles over there in America as well. So yeah, man. What else does it say here? And even though you also got brothers as well, which help with charity as well. You're more charitable because they've been blessed with more resources. That's also another thing too. That's also another contribution. But that's part of the body, charity. Which is really just helping brothers, and that's actually useful, man. Brothers that may need help in terms of financial help, maybe related to a car, maybe certain bills need to be paid up. If a certain brother has more resources, then cool. Yeah, but Shimon has blessed you with those resources to assist with the body too. So that's another bodily function. Because even then, I think it mentions this. A pancreas deals with blood sugar levels as well. And it says the pancreas produces digestive enzymes, which of course helps to break down food as well. So the pancreas, the small intestine, the large intestine, what else? Those are all related as well in terms of actually breaking down the food, man. So kidneys and I think the liver as well. It also goes into clearing up things. It says the kidneys filter waste from the blood and expel excess water and salts from the body in the form of urine. So kidneys they clear, they filter waste from the blood. You got the liver, of whom also removes toxins from the blood. So the liver and kidneys are related, man, in their functionality. You got the stomach, pancreas, large intestine, small intestine for the digestion. Kidneys and liver for filtering and clearing. You got a heart for pumping blood around the body for these organs. So each function, each organ has its own purpose, man, which I keep reiterating. So yeah, let's get read the first two verses of the key part. So John 15:1, I am the true vine, and my Father is the husbandman. Verse 2, every branch in me that beareth not fruit, he taketh away, and every branch that beareth fruit, he purgeth it, and it may bring forth more fruit. So of course, all three Yahbashim Yashai, the ones that don't produce fruit, in other words, videos, of course, doing this work, coming to camp, and doing the first works, those branches will be cast off, man. It says in verse 3, and it says, those of whom do produce fruit, they'll be refined in order to produce more fruit as well, more quality fruit too. So John 15:3, now ye are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you. Again, that's how when you go through that purging, that refinement process, you get cleaned. One way is by water, another way is by fire. So it says there, now ye are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you. John 15:4, abide in me and I in you, as the branch cannot bear fruit of itself, except it abide in the vine, no more than ye, except ye abide in me. So come. It says, verse 5, I am the vine, ye are the branches, he that abideth in me, and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit, for without me, ye can do nothing. Simple as that. That's the point right there. For without Yahushua, you can't do anything. That's why he is the life force, man. He is the life force. For example, if someone shot the flipping if there was a shooter out there who shot the brain, everything shuts down, man. Because without the brain, all the other things can't function. As it says, for the function of the brain, and that's likened to Yahushua overall. As he provides us Harachah Kodash, which means the Holy Spirit. The brain is the control center for movement, sleep, hunger, that involves digestion, thirst, that also involves digestion as well, and virtually every other vital activity necessary for survival. And we need Yahushua in order to survive as well, man. That's why it says, John 15:5, I am the vine, ye are the branches. He that abideth in me, and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit, for without me ye can do nothing. That's it, man. You can't do nothing without Yahushua. He is our life force. So that's the point proven right there. Let's get this. This John 15, yeah. Matthew 25, verse 14. Each body has their own purpose, man. Now it doesn't have to be rigid as well, One brother may have multiple functions compared to other brothers. Other brothers may have maybe one specific function. Other brothers again have multiple functions to uphold. So yeah, each one according to the ability Yahweh Shimshai has given it, which is the precept I'm about to get out. Alright, so let me see. Oh yeah, this one's about the talents here. So yeah, come. But the P card I want to get is read this one right here. Let me get so Matthew 25 and verse 14, but the key part is verse 15. For the kingdom of heaven is as a man traveling into a far country who called his own servants and delivered unto them his goods. Matthew 25 and 15, and unto one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, to another 1, to every man according to his several ability, and straightway took his journey. It says in verse 16, then he that had received the 5 talents went and traded with the same and made them other 5 talents. So of course he added 5 talents upon 5 talents, man, which means that was the investment that he got, 5 talents. That was his several ability. That was his ability given to him of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Then he used that to produce 5 more talents, which was the profit. Profit, profit, not profit, because I know there's profit as in, the preacher type of profit, and there's profit in terms of, the financial terms. So yeah, verse 17, and likewise he that had received 2, he also gained other 2. So of course, every brother has their own functionality, man. Different levels of faith, different levels of capabilities and abilities as well. And likewise, he had 2. He had received 2. He also gained other 2. Verse 18. But he that had received 1 and went and digged in the earth and hid his Lord's money. So of course, the one who received 1. It says here, after a long time, the Lord of those servants cometh and reckoneth with him. And so he that had received 5 talents came and brought other 5 talents, saying, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 5 talents. Behold, I have gained beside them 5 talents more. His Lord said unto him, well done, thou good and faithful servant, which is what we desire to hear from Yahushua. Well done, thou good and faithful servant, man. How do you be a good and faithful servant? By being profitable to the ministry, man. And that requires studying and, of course, teaching and preaching. And, of course, being a help to the brotherhood where we can be. It says, thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord, which is Yahushua. It says, he also that had received 2 talents came and said, that Lord, thou deliverest unto me 2 talents. Behold, I have gained 2 other talents beside them. His Lord said unto him, well done, good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. Then he which had received 1 talent, and this is how you don't want to be, and said, Lord, I knew thee that thou art an hard man, reaping where thou hast not sown. Reaping where thou hast not sown. Salakia. And gathering where thou hast not strawed. And I was afraid, and went hid thy talent in the earth. Lo, there thou hast that is thine. His Lord answered and said unto him, thou wicked and slothful servant, thou knewest that I reap where I sow not, and gather where I have not strawed. Thou oughtest therefore to have put my money to the exchanges, and then At my coming, I should have received my own with usury, which again is interest, man. So yeah, it says, take therefore the talent from him and give it unto him which hath 10 talents. Because of course, the one he had five more, which means in total is 10 talents, which means therefore that extra one, where it says, take therefore the talent from him and give it unto him which had 10 talents, he's going to have 11 talents now. So the ones who work and get profit for Yahushua will gain even more from the ones who don't work. So by that logic there. But as I said, the key point was verse 15, Matthew 25 and 15. And unto he gave 5 talents, and to another 2, and to another 1, to every man according to his several ability, and straightway took his journey. So again, keyword, several ability. So every brother has their own portion of faith, has their own portion of ability, to help assist in the ministry and to help assist in the servitude towards Yahushua, which is our role here, our main purpose upon this earth. People on YouTube be talking about how do I find purpose and whatnot. We know our purpose, which is to serve Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That's our purpose, man. That's what our life revolves around. That's the thing. Everything else is secondary or tertiary or, quaternary, whatever. But yeah, everything else is after, man, in terms of the responsibilities that we've got to have, to look after ourselves and, family and whatnot. But the point is, every brother, according to their several ability, man, according to their ability, we assist in the servitude of Yahushua in this ministry. How can we uphold it? How can we turn up the profit, man? Because it's a business. Occupy to our come, which is a recent video that I did. So yeah, let's see. Okay, this preset then. That's going to be it. Ephesians 4 and 11. Which obviously, as we're blessed with the ability, we're supposed to use it. Which means us not using it, that's a hindrance. We would then be turning ourselves into wicked and slothful servants. That's why we have to work and give diligence to make our calling and election sure. So yeah, it says here, Ephesians 4 and 11, and he gave some apostles, and some prophets, and some evangelists, and some pastors and teachers, for perfecting of the saints, for the work of the ministry, for the edifying of the body of Hamashiach Yahushua. So it all goes down to the body, man. It says, and he gave some apostles, some prophets, some evangelists, some pastors, and teachers. So everyone's going to have their own role. We have to understand that. Certain ones, you got to train them up, to be more qualified for the role. But of course, as babes, we drink milk first before we don't understand the meat. And then we get higher quality as we teach higher quality content as we master the scriptures more, man. As it says here, for the perfecting of the saints. That's what it's all for. As we improve, we master the meat, of course, not forgetting the milk, always remembering the milk and the meat. It says, for the perfecting of the saints, for the work of the ministry. That's what we're doing, man. That's what we're using our ability for. It says in Matthew 25 and verse 15, each man according to their several ability. For the ministry, man, for the edifying of the body of Hamashiach Yahushua. Let's get into the word edifying. Because you probably hear that word a lot as well with the brothers and apostles too. So it says here, let's play it out.
Strong's G 3619, Oikadame. Oikadame.
So that's Strong G 3619 or Koidome, which is Greek. And it says that root word or Koidome, which is the root word for what is it again? Damn. Salak, yeah. Let me check. Okay, Salak, yeah. The root word for edifying. Sometimes the flesh can be something, eh? So okoidome, the Greek word for edifying, and it says in the outline biblical usage, it says something that's building, building up, edifying, edification, act of one who promotes another growth in Christian wisdom, piety, happiness, and holiness. Which is really just building up the ministry. That's what edifying means. To build up the ministry. So that's for the understanding right there, man. Yeah, structure, figurative, confirmation, building. So yeah, edifying just means to build. That's what it means. It means to build. And that's what we're doing as we also serve in Yahweh Hashem Yashai using the ability that we've been given. So yeah, I'm gonna end off the Yara to Kim, you brothers understand. But the point is every brother is like an organ under one body, which of course is linked through Yahweh Shai. You know, as I said, you can liken Yahweh Shai onto the brain, man. He controls the whole body anyways. He gives us life, you know, the brain and the heart. So yeah, I'm gonna end off the Yara Tazar that you've understood the video. So yeah, Shalom, Kahalayim La Yahabashim Yashab Bashar Hakudash, and double all Instagram apostles, Thadia Shah for the strength in order to make this video, and Yara Tazar that once more you've understood and that you are edified, man, which we just read, to build that you're built up. But that's the point. As you listen to these videos, you're actually building up your spirit, your knowledge, which will help you to then improve your life, and of course not just to improve your life, but to also teach for you brothers that may be listening to this too, because you ought to be teachers in order to be part of the elect 144,000 Yaratazah that we all make it, man. All according to the will of Yahweh. But yeah, Shalom, Shalom, Shalom. And Yahweh Hashem Yashai Barakatham, which means Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai bless you. God.